Hey out there, admins. An unusual video coming in the middle of the week, but I wanted to send something out really quickly because it seems like a lot of us are still having trouble with the new smarter mail and the processes. A few things I want to go over really quickly, and I'll try to make this video super short. I've got it up on my screen so I can kind of go through some of it and some things I want to cover. So I'm going to kind of cover it with you in live time. I'm not going to read off of a script or have anything prepared technically for this. Uh, if you guys are seeing this email and this video, it's definitely you'll be receiving it in the new smarter mail. One thing we need to go over is obviously there is no new link. So in all my lodges, if you have me as a territory manager, we set you up on a Google display page for links to websites, and the main three things that I put on there over the last year and a half, well, four technically, was your Smarter Mail, your QuickBooks link to QuickBooks Online, Moose International's homepage. Then if you wanted to add any other quick links, to utilities or banks, things like that, that was up to you, and you're more than welcome to do that. But those three main ones need to stay on there. Also, in all my lodges, I have put in the going completely blank on the name right now. The link so that I can take over your computer from remote locations and help you move things around on your computer if need be, if that's a thing that needs to happen. It saves me time for having to drive a couple of hours for something that ends up being a couple second fix and saves on time and money and gas. TeamViewer. Couldn't think of the name there. I went blank for a second. So you all should have TeamViewer on your display somewhere also on your desktop. But back to Smarter Mail. So the Smarter Mail link that was put on your Gmail, if you click on it, you're going to automatically go to the new Smarter Mail. It's the same link. That didn't change. You will use your same username and password you had before. And as all your username and passwords for anything, it should be written down and saved somewhere. But the username is going to be Lodge, your Lodge unit. So Lodge number at mooseunits.org. That hasn't changed. So if you were Lodge 1234, you're still Lodge 1234 at mooseunits.org. And then your password is the same as before. Of course, as I put in the old email system, which everybody should be able to see, if you've lost that password, you can text me. I'll text it back to you. It's easier than a phone call. Of course, right now this is in the new email system, so if you don't have it, you're not seeing this. So that doesn't help you much. Then when you click on the new email, it does look a little bit different. Change is always a little bit hard, but I've gotten callbacks from a few admins saying they like the setup. There are a few things different. In the top right-hand corner, you used to see how much space storage you were using. Now it's in the lower left-hand corner. You do have 1,000 megabytes. We do suggest, as we always have, to not keep a bunch of emails in there, especially large emails. And I know you get a lot of advertisements. If that's absolute junk mail, make sure you mark it as spam. It doesn't necessarily stop sending it right away, but over time the system will pick it up and realize that that's not something you should be getting. It'll keep you from getting that kind of stuff. Also, I know another one is one of the beer companies and one of the liquor companies, they send their magazines out and they are large files. So if you're not using those, again, once a week, delete old emails. Don't wait till you get a call from me saying, hey, emails are bouncing back because your storage is completely full. One other thing too, nothing switched over from the old emails to the new emails as far as information. So as we were saying before, if there were some important emails, you need to save them, print them up. You could export your old contacts. In the old system, it was pretty simple. You went under contacts, pulled the list of contacts up. There's an action button right above those contact names, and then you would export that, and you could import that into save that file and import it into the new Smarter Mail. But Moose International has offered something and a couple of admins have done it, you can contact them. This is very important. You can email them your lodge number. Of course, if you're emailing from there, they already know who you are. And you can ask to have your contacts moved over from the old old Smart Mail to the new Smart Mail. It takes them a little bit of time to do that. You have to remember there are a couple thousand lodges, and so it's going to take time for them if they're getting those requests. You have to give them time. If you're a little tech savvy and can export those yourself, please do that. They are willing to help export your old emails too, but, and I use a big but on that, we ask you not to save old emails. Don't save file folders of tax papers and old contacts and old video links that I send out. That stuff, once you're done with it, we need to move on. If it's important, you need to print it up and save it and put it away in a file, whether it be on the computer or it actually be hard printed up and then put into a folder. If you're getting requesting from the Gaming Commission to do things that are outside the regular scope of what you can do with the money, and you've asked permission to buy something, fix something, build something, save that email, print it up, and put it in a hard file, and put it away in the file and mark it IGC. So I mean, we need to make sure we're not saving old emails. If you need to get into the old emails, you can still do that for 45 days, and well, not 45 days anymore, probably. But anyways, March 3rd, because we've already started into this a couple of days. You can do that by going to oldmail.mooseunits.org. You would still use the same username and password because, again, that hasn't changed. So you would use lodge number at mooseunits.org, and then your password would be what the password is that you've been using for a while now. Again, if you guys have any questions, feel free to contact me, but it's just going to get used to figuring out where some of the buttons are because they're in different places. The new system does seem to work better. It does seem to work faster, so that's a good thing. Again, the main problem is storage space, which you have plenty as long as on a weekly basis you're getting rid of old emails, junk emails, emails that have big files. If you have any questions, again, get a hold of me, and I will talk to you guys next week. See ya. Bye.